Ever wonder why your Poi pirouettes look like this instead of like this? Why some pirouettes just seem to glide through the air and others seem to be so bound by gravity? Well, it turns out that there's two very important things that go into making a good-looking pirouette, and I'm going to share them with you in this video. Drex here from DrexFactor Poi, sharing with you the love of poi spinning and flow arts to benefit your body and brain. And in this video, we're going to talk a little bit about pirouettes and the two really crucial ingredients that make them look pretty. But before we dive in, I just want to give a quick shout out to the friends of the channel. Big thanks to Dark Monk, Fire Mecha, Flow Toys, Pyroterra Light Toys, and Ultra Poi for helping to make the videos on this channel possible. You can learn more about all these awesome companies and the work that they're doing to support flow artists like yourself by checking out the links down in the description of this video. So I think a lot of us get hung up on the turn part of the pirouette, that is thinking of just getting your body around, and don't really think about both the preparation as well as what happens during the pirouette, and it results in a lot of work that isn't nearly as graceful as it could be. But fear not, I am here to help you out, and it's going to start with getting a little bit grounded. So a lot of people, as they go into their flow journey, find themselves bending their knees and getting a little bit grounded. Sometimes this is for practical purpose, sometimes it is for aesthetic purpose. It does tend to make everything around the poi look just a little bit more stable. But if we get stuck here, it also winds up being an anchor from which we have a hard time escaping. When you think about getting down low, rather than thinking about it as being something that anchors or roots you into the ground, what about thinking of it instead as something that stores up energy, almost like you're coiling up a spring? In this way of thinking, we go down so we can go up. This is the first part of the equation. And a very important note here is when you go down, make sure that you are bending from your knees, not from your waist. If you go down over your waist, you're going to lose all your mobility in your upper body, and you're not going to store the same kind of energy that you will if you bend your knees down and drop your hips towards the ground. If you'd like some guidance on how to do this, find a place where you can stand against a wall, feeling your heels, your butt, your shoulders, and the back of your head touching that wall. And go ahead and release the muscle in front of your lower legs, letting your knees go a little bit loose. You should still have your heels, your butt, your shoulders, and the back of your head all touching that wall. But now you have lowered both your hips as well as everything in your upper body while you've bent your knees. Then you can go ahead and flex that muscle again to come back up and let it go to come down. Practice this against a wall a few times. Get pretty good and comfortable at it, and then you can practice doing it without the wall to really feel that plie settling in. Okay, so the second part of this is just a little bit more challenging, and it requires us to be able to suspend our weight up on one foot and be able to keep it there. Basically, you want to be able to go above that 1 foot and have a good amount of mobility, not having to worry about falling over or losing your balance. This way, when you go around like this, you have the full ability to suspend yourself for as long as you could possibly want. That's going to help you get through those turns. But here's the thing, all those wild shapes you just saw me doing, clearly, we're not doing those inside of an actual pirouette. So what gives? Well, the ability to go up into all these wild shapes right here teaches your body to keep itself centered, so that regardless of the shape that you go up in, you can keep your mass in one place long enough for the turn to complete. When we go around in a pirouette, we're actually pulling a lot of our body mass inward, and that is what allows us to get around quickly. So it's these two pieces of the puzzle, the ability to go down and coil the spring, and the ability to keep your body mass centered once you come out of that spring and release all of that energy that make those pirouettes possible. And please note, this is true whether you're going with your inside pirouettes or whether you're going with your outside pirouettes. In both cases, you're using the exact same techniques of building up the energy and releasing it and keeping your weight centered as you do so. And that will give you access to all kinds of fun tricks, like being able to do in-spin flowers, or my favorite, the Frankenstein, or even the ability to do anti-spin flowers as you're performing your pirouettes. All of these open up once you have the ability to do those two pieces. And if you want more in-depth instruction, including plenty of drills on how to do those two things, you're in luck, because I'm about to teach a 4-week live stream course on how to perform pirouettes that's going to go very, very deep into all of the different things that are going to help you get around. You can sign up for that class over at crowdcast.io/c/turns-intensive-2. These classes are going to be recorded so you can watch them whenever you want. Go ahead and register at the link down in the description as well as up in the cards. One final note I'll impart about pirouettes is just that regardless of how you are getting into them, it's really, really helpful to spot your exit. Make sure you're looking for where you want to land and you're more likely to make that landing. Did you get anything out of this video? Please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to help other people find it and, of course, to help my channel grow. This video and all the videos on this channel would not be possible without my amazing supporters on Patreon. In particular, I'd love to give a huge shout out to my Flow patrons who are listed on screen right now. Thank you all so much, you rock. And if you'd like to get your name in the credits or access to a whole host of other awesome rewards, you can do so by checking out my Patreon over at patreon.com/DrexFactorPoi and signing up. Please, please, please help me out in my mission to bring poi spinning and flow arts to the whole wide world. I'll include a link to that down in the description as well as up in the cards. And if you'd like to check out some other videos I've done on topics in dance that are helpful for poi, I'll go ahead and include a link to a playlist of those videos up here on screen as well as down in the description. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to get out and flow to yourselves today, and I'll see you with a new video real soon. Take care now. Peace.